The New York Giants get embarrassed at home in a primetime game once again by the Kansas City Chiefs. And now they turn to their star player, their lucky man, Jaxson Dart, to try and turn this season around, maybe even try and turn this franchise around. I don't like this decision. I don't agree with this decision as a Giants fan. And I know they had so much pressure of Giants fans screaming for something to change, screaming for Russell Wilson to not be the quarterback. But this isn't the right decision, especially when you have to play a Chargers team whose defense right now looks like probably the best defense, maybe the second best defense behind the Browns in the NFL. They might look like the most complete team right now in the NFL. And you're making Jaxson Dart have to play this team in his first start. And I get it. A lot of fans need something to change. And I get it. Brian Daboll is trying to save his job because it does not look good for him. But this is not the answer. I think Jameis Winston starting would have made a lot more sense than Jaxson Dart starting, but they're putting in the rookie. And I think the reason why they are putting in the rookie is they need some a running back that can use his legs, because the pocket, you do not have a long time in the pocket. It's going to be tough for him. It's going to be tough. And if he balls out, great. But I thought the plan was to have this guy sit and watch behind two really good veterans of the sport. I think that is huge. That is what Patrick Mahomes did. And look what he turned out to be. I think that part of the game is being so undervalued. And Tom Brady said it best, that we're not developing young quarterbacks anymore. We're just putting them in and putting them out there. And I think it really is hurting quarterback play in the NFL. And I think this could be another example of it. Will I be eating my words if he balls out and they win this game? Maybe. I don't know. I still think it might be too soon. Okay, we're not in a rush. We know we're not winning the Super Bowl. We know we're not making the playoffs most likely. Why even risk putting this guy behind this bad of an O-line, behind that bad of a secondary and a defense that's given up 1,000,000 points to the Cowboys? Why even risk it? You have Jameis Winston right there. If the fans want to see fun football, Jameis Winston will give fun football. It's just very confusing to me because we're kind of now backtracking on everything that we were kind of building here. We were building two veteran quarterbacks to come in and play so Jaxson Dart does not have to step on the field. And now we're kind of going back on that. And you said, oh, we didn't want to start against the Chiefs because the defense and the team is too good. You're starting him against a better team, against the Chargers. The Chargers beat the Chiefs. You're playing him against a better team. And I get it. Maybe Dable got the call like, yeah, you're probably done here. But it's just not going to work. And Dable is not going to work as a play caller. He's not going to work as an offensive schemer and a head coach. It doesn't work because when you have to wait 4 quarters for Malik Nabers to get a catch, you can't come up with one play to scheme this guy open. That is a problem. And that's not a problem that Jaxson Dart's going to fix. It's just not. That's a coaching incompetence that's happening with the New York Giants. And I think it's even more incompetent that now you're just, as a last-ditch effort in week, 4th of the season, you're kind of having to throw in your Hail Mary and start Jaxson Dart against a really good defense. This is like screams disaster. And I know a lot of fans are probably happy by this decision to get Jaxson Dart out there. I say not so fast, my friend. I wish and I want the Giants to pump the brakes a little bit with this decision. And ultimately, I think it's just going to lead to maybe him getting hurt. Like, look what happened to Joe Burrow when he came out his rookie year, had to play against Battle Line. He got hurt. The offensive line has been a problem for the last decade. And putting Jaxson Dart out there is not going to magically fix it. It's not going to fix the scheming and the play calling. It's not going to fix what the defense is doing. There's a lot of problems that I think Russell Wilson was actually handling. Okay, you know how Russell Wilson was actually getting rid of the ball and like not throwing it into danger? I mean, we might see Jaxson Dart do this. This is a Jaxson Dart quarterback that, in my opinion, has always been a little overrated. This is a guy that was one of the favorites to win a Heisman last year and came nowhere close to that standard. Right? And I get it. He did really well on the IQ test or whatever the NFL does. I don't like what I've seen on him character-wise. Asking for Eli Manning for reservations, I don't necessarily love, but it's going to be interesting. And maybe he'll pull out a win. I mean, maybe they'll just add a spark that would get this team into a different gear, get the O-line into a different gear. Maybe they'll scheme up some better plays. Maybe. Let's wait and see. Ultimately, my name's Josh Rossi. If you like NFL, you like sports, you like the Giants, you like anything to do with sports, I promise this is the channel for you. So click that subscribe button. We're on the way to 500 subscribers. You guys been killing it. As I was gone, I was away. You guys were hitting that sub button, so I appreciate it. My name's Josh Wissey.